Sergeant Fryer.
Not the time.
No.
For anyone who is unaware of what we're doing today, we're conducting an inspection of the platoon. If there are any fill-ins in the school circle, you can go stand by that flagpole with the other fill-ins. We'll get you sorted out. But you are not going to be part of this inspection. Are there any fill-ins I'm talking to right now in the school circle? Are there any corpsmen I'm talking to in the school circle? Alright. So again, you should have all seen the bulletin board post. We're conducting an inspection of the platoon to inspect for equipment and general readiness to beginning our operation cycle. What I'm looking for is to make sure that you all have your equipment, that you all have your loadouts sorted out, that nobody's carrying anything they shouldn't be, that everybody's conforming to grooming standards, that you have the appropriate eyewear, and we're going to be quizzing you on general knowledge that you should have related to your billet. If you're a squad leader, you should know, well, we'll get to that, but I'm expecting squad leaders to be more proficient than fire team leaders, be more proficient than general riflemen. Squad leaders, you should have all gotten a PM from me telling you the formation I want everybody to be in. Lance Corporal Wolf, did that PM to get forward to you from Sergeant Hans?
Yeah, it's an affirm.
Okay. The squad leaders, do you all know the formation I'm looking for?
Affirm.
Yep.
Yes.
You have 2 minutes. Go.
Red 1-2. We're gonna get behind 1-1.
Alright, so we're in front of the formation. So I want us facing the
should,
gray
Edris,
building.
you're going to be on the right.
Start up the
side.
Villains are going to be hanging
Alright, yeah,
the
start up over
flagpole.
here. Regular formation, I got you.
The formation should be facing me, the flagpole to the northwest, or to the north, with the other villains.
Your left.
Yeah, just...
Okay.
You need to be behind Lance Corporal Wolf, Sergeant Andrews.
Santiago, get to the left, like...
It's not front to back.
To my left.
Right.
It should go fire team leader, AR,
Right there,
AAR, and then right
get
to
about. Yeah, that's a perfect distance. Just get online.
Yuri, you need to be
align yourself with
over
myself
here.
and Wolf.
Over here?
It's right to left, not front to back, guys. It's an actual Marine Corps or any military. Reisner, you need to be to yours left. Reisner.
Which one? Which your teams is Bravo?
Reisner, you need to be to... You here.
McNeil, you've got to be over there.
On the other side of me.
Reisner, right here.
Yeah, for
I don't know which teams are
30 seconds.
I was just standing like right here.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Are we ready? Gambler 1-1,
One's ready.
1-2,
1-2 is ready.
1-3.
Yep.
Alright. We're going to go from front to back. I'm going to start with Gambler 1-1 and work my way around. You are not to move from this location. Why do some of us have our rifles out and some of us do not? We're trying to look uniform, guys. Unsling your rifle. Corporal Murr, Private Reisner. Trying to look uniform. Not to move until the inspection is complete. Just because I've talked to you, just because I've inspected you, does not mean you are done. You're going to stay where you are until the entire platoon is done. If I see anybody moving, horsing around, acting like a general jackass, that'll be NJPs, that'll be counselings, that will be not a fun day. Sound good? Corporal Wolf. Corporal Wolf, I know you're feeling it as a squad leader today, but your general billet is a rifleman, is that correct? Grab some of these. Lance Corporal, goodbye, Private Reisner. Lance Corporal Wolf, what are the aspects of an ACE report?
It's health, ammunition, and equipment.
Lance Corporal Wolf, can you tell me about bounding in fire teams? What is the purpose of bounding?
To provide cover for the bounding buddy team while the other team suppress the damage.
Lance Corporal Martinez, who is in a red team, a red buddy team?
Specific to my fire team?
I want to know, it should be unit-wide, what, is it the AR, the Fire team leader who?
To my knowledge, in a red team is the rifleman, the fire team leader, or the 2IC, and in the blue team it is the AR and the AAR.
Corporal Santiago, you have some communication issues, is that correct? Well, I guess you can't really tell me, can you? Can you type in direct chat? Okay. As Corporal Santiago, maybe you can tell me who's in a blue team. Alright. Let's go with Santiago. I'm going to come after you a little bit more and question you some more, but I'll take everybody's time. Private event. Can you tell me what role you're filling today?
AAR,
No problem. AAR?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me why you're carrying a AT-4?
My fire team leader has designated me to carry the AT-4.
I know he did. Do you know why he did that?
No, sir.
I'm not a sir. Can you tell me? Okay, I'll tell you it's because Lance Corporal Santiago is carrying an M32. So what can you tell me about the M32 SOP? And how that affects you carrying AT-4?
I have no idea.
Okay. I want you to find out, and I want you to tell me once this is all over. Sergeant Andrews. In Sergeant Course 203, we go over a MET TC with regards to an op order. What is a MET TC?
MET TC stands for Mission, Enemy, Terrain, and Troops. Would you like me to give a definition for the?
I'm missing two. That's a MET. That's an MTT. I need one more T, and I need a C.
I have to apologize. I could not think of the last TNC off the top of my head at this time.
Okay, why don't you tell me what a salute report is?
A salute report is basically. I cannot tell you what the acronym stands for, but in general, I know what it is. It's basically telling you where the enemy is, what they're doing, what their equipment is, where they're maneuvering, etc.
Sergeant Andrews, I want you to find out what a salute report stands for. I want you to send it to me at PM once this is all over.
Will do.
That's Corporal Story. The Story, you're acting as an FTL today. There are 14 leadership traits. Can you tell me, Lance Corporal Story, you've gone through corporal courses, is that correct? Corporal 201 or 101?
I have, Sergeant.
There are 14 leadership traits. Can you tell me, I don't know, 5 of them?
Justice, judgment, dependability, initiative, decisiveness. Is that fine?
Would the next one be tact?
Yes.
Okay. And a couple minutes also from the FTL. Alright, let's go from Moyer. Excuse me. What weapon system are you carrying? Why is that? Absolutely. Corporal Murray, you're acting as an FTL today, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, Sergeant.
You've also gone through Corporal Course 101.
Yes, I have.
What is servant leadership?
Serving leadership? That's essentially...
Servants leadership. Yep.
Servants leadership. That's pretty much, to me, the idea that I serve the men underneath me, help them get better trained, and pretty much prepare them to take my position, because in doing so, I will move up.
Alright, and Corporal Murray, you're carrying an M203 taskman with that M16, are you not?
That is correct.
What kind of targets can you engage with your M203?
You can engage infantry, and you can also engage soft vehicles.
Let's see, Private Reisner. What role are you feeling today, Private Reisner?
I'm sorry, sir, what did you say?
What role are you feeling today?
AR.
You can take off your helmet for me, Private Reisner. Throw it on the ground in your backpack, or you can put it. Put it back on. Alright, Ryzen, if you see some blue smoke on the battlefield, what does that indicate to you?
With blue smoke's broken chain of command.
Okay, what do you think may have happened at a location where blue smoke has popped?
Or mass cas.
Mass casualty marked by blue smoke?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why don't you tell me what color smoke is used in a mass casualty situation? Corporal Mitchell, us feeling is an FTL, is that correct?
Yep. Acting
Can you
as
tell me, can you discuss the shifting fire SOP regarding orange smoke?
yes. When assaulting a position and being covered by a friendly unit, engaging current target in the area, throwing one orange smoke means that the support element should shift fire to allow the assaulting element to enter the area, and a second orange smoke means that the support element need to stop all fire in that area to allow the direct assault by the assault element.
Okay. Sergeant Schaefer.
Hello.
In Sergeant 203, a BAMSIS is discussed at BAMCIS. What is that?
I can tell you right now off the top of my head, I cannot think of it.
Okay. Can you tell me, can you compare and contrast what rally point is versus a release point?
Rally point is where you rally up before you go into the AO. Release is when you go to the AO.
Okay. So, I already got PMs. Awesome. Sergeant Schaefer, why don't you tell me, find out what a BAMSIS is and send it to me in a PM. Well, Fenley,
Sergeant.
can you tell me what a hasty 180 is?
Sergeant, hasty 180 is in a defensive posture. You set up a defensive 180 degree security measure in a very hasty manner, as if in just took contact or in setting up for preparation for contact.
Okay. And can you tell me if we're in a nighttime operation and you see a red chem light on the ground, what that might signal?
Sergeant, we've never used red chem light, so I'm going to have to go to the assumption it is a position of enemy.
That would be a good guess, but no. Corporal Hansen.
Sorry.
Okay, let me see what other kind of questions I haven't already asked. What are the 3 types of dismounts we can use when in a convoy?
Full, hard, and soft.
Tell me about them.
Full is everybody is out of the vehicle. Hard is everybody but the gunner. And soft is everybody but the driver and the gunner.
Corporal Muffy, if I asked you to fire your rifle right now, what would happen?
Nothing at all.
Why is that?
Because it's on safety, sir.
Outstanding. What, if I order you to go in Quebec speed while we're driving, why would I order you to do that?
Because we would be inside of a populated area.
Absolutely. Corporal Moser, what kind of munition is prohibited inside of an urban area?
203s. And large explosive rounds have been injured.
Okay. And what I think I ask you. If you saw a yellow smoke grenade deployed on the battlefield, what would that indicate to you?
Concealment.
Alright. Corporal McNeely, can you take your helmet off for me? You can put it back on. Looks good. Let's see. What weapon are you carrying today on this call, McNeely?
I'm carrying M16A4 with an attached understand M203
What is the effective range of your M16A4 on a point target?
Point target is 550 meters.
Outstanding. UFC Thomas, before you employ that AT4, what thing do you need to check with regards to safety of your fellow Marines?
I have to check my back glass, Sergeant.
How would you do that?
I would visually check behind me to make sure everything is okay, and then I would also fall out through your back glass.
Okay. And can you tell me what kind of targets you can engage with that AT-4?
Light armor targets and positions, defensive positions.
I have to say I expected a little bit better, but overall not bad. If I asked you a question and you were unable to tell me, I need you to send me the correct answer to that question in a PM by this operation this weekend coming up. If I don't receive a PM from you, then we're going to have a discussion. Stand by. That's more or less the end of my inspection, if you want to begin training. Lieutenant.
So, yeah. I'm just gonna start the flag and then get you guys.
Alright. Before we break, does everybody understand why we're doing this? I mean, I know because the platoon sergeant says so, because Company HQ says so, but really, why are we doing an inspection? Anybody, shout it out.
Realism.
Sure, realism. Why is it... Who else? Put yourself on yelling, let me hear you.
Maintain discipline.
Sure.
Make sure the Marines know what they're supposed to be doing and what the weapon systems they're employing.
Absolutely. We all do that because we have an operation coming up where we've already started an operation, right? I want to make sure that I'm sending Marines out into the field who know what the fuck they're doing. If I tell you to clear a building, I want to make sure you fucking know how to do it. You think that's a reasonable expectation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I give you a rifle and tell you to shoot that guy who's 1,000 meters away, you should be able to tell me that's too far away, right?
Yes, Sergeant.
If I'm giving you weapon systems, you should know how to use them. If we're issuing SOPs, you need to know what they are. That is the point of this, so that when I send you out into the field, you know what your job is and you know how to do it effectively. We notice there are some areas we can improve upon, so again, this is not bad. If you're not sure what your job is, if you're not sure how to do an aspect of your job, ask your COC, ask your fire team leaders, ask your squad leader, ask me. At the end of the day, it's my job to make sure that we all go home. That's the bottom line, right? Kill all the bad guys, blow up all the shit, don't care, as long as we all go home. Everybody got that?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Alright, as soon as the lieutenant here is ready, we're going to begin our training. Again, if I asked you a question you were unable to tell me the answer, I need a PM by this Sunday with the correct answer.
Right. Right, guys, you can hear me, yeah?
Rah.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Right, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I couldn't hear anyone respond, so I asked again. Right, you're going to be doing this in 2 phases if we have time. Our first phase is going to be squad bounding as a platoon. From that, I'm hoping you guys will learn ammunition control, in-squad communications, and squad self-awareness. If you don't know what squad self-awareness is, it means being aware of where your teammates are within your squad at all times. You're not getting too far ahead or too far behind your own guys. I know most of you guys know how to do this, so I shouldn't have to explain it. Head over to the flag over there and choose teleport to India, I believe it should be.
One move out.
One to move out.
So since we have a fire team,
I have to grab something from the boxes, I forgot.
Sergeant, can I get something from the boxes?
Oh, blue smoke?
Go for it.
Thank you.
That's broken chain of command. I missed that.
Of course it doesn't work.
Got it.
We're out. We're out.
Hi guys.
Alright, we're going to India on the flagpole. Carl, who was talking to you?
Ryder.
Yeah.
I have a corpsman for you. Where is he?
Awesome.
Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Quintaro, if I say it sounds the same name. Alright, awesome. Go to this flagpole and teleport to India.
Yeah, good. Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have fun.
Join your shack pack then.
Nice.
Sergeant Andrews, we're gonna form up in the middle, facing the lieutenant and a line.
Roger that. Quintaro. There we go, I'm in your shepherd.
I know it's not a lot of you. I actually made version for
Radar tech
what more you guys should
112.2.
be here.
More Charlie.
Guys, follow up into your squads. 1-3 should be on your right, 1-1 should be on your left. In a line, if you don't mind, guys.
Yeah, I know, sorry. Just said 3.
Yeah. Was that everyone?
Right.
Yeah. Sorry. Sergeant Fry, was that everyone from base?
I'm sorry?
Was that everybody?
Yeah, I think that was the last one. I'll go back and double check.
Okay, there really isn't a lot of you. Alright, just spread yourselves out. 1-1, 1-2, push yourself. Oh, sorry, 1-1 and 1-3, push yourselves a bit further away from 1-2.
Airship goes.
See you, Tiger. Keep.
Make sure your spacings are actually your combat spacings, so you shouldn't be stood next to each other anyway.
Good and spread it out.
Give about.
Spread it out like we're about to be shot at.
Oh, right.
Well, not get on the ground, but just keep spreading it out.
Y'all guys go way down.
Keep spreading it 1-2.
Pick them with 1-1, because it's not going to really matter too much. Okay, that should be... Yeah, that should be... 1-1, just push a bit further to your left.
Get some real spacing going.
Should we load our weapons? Yeah, go ahead.
Gamma... forgot to reset my channels.
Why is there so many bones out here? That's who we're gonna fight against.
Alright, well, camera minutes, let me know once you're in position. 1-2's in position.
Should we go ahead and go
1-1's in position.
Do you want us to go ahead and go condition 1? Sorry, go ahead and put a mag in.
Did you hear me on the radio, Schaefer? Oh, okay. Make sure, just double check your channel, make sure you're on it. I'm pretty sure you are, but... Okay. I tried to do it.
1-3, radio check, 1-1-0. Name of Charlie on 1-1-0. Roger on. All Gamma moments, you're going to be doing live fire, bounding by squads, starting with 1-3 to 1-2 and to 1-1. This will be intercommunication between yourselves. There will be no communication by myself or Sergeant Fry. Begin when ready.
1-2, we're going to be doing a live fire bounding exercise with the rest of the platoon.
1-2, 1-1, you ready to cover us?
This is 1-2, we're ready to cover.
1-1's ready.
We're doing squad bounding.
1-2 is ready.
3, 1-2, and then 1-1.
Roger that.
Oh, be advised you are bounding to the dirt piles ahead of you. That is your limit.
Roger that.
Which squad is going to move first?
1-3, 1-2, 1-1.
Roger that.
1-3's moving.
Any guys, you should be firing. This is live fire.
1-2, we're set.
1-2, last one.
Squad leaders, let's get you smoke grenades.
Roger that, 1-1 is what.
set. Not sure what Bravo you're doing all the way over there.
Are we too far up?
I don't know, but I saw when we were moving, you guys were way ahead and in front.
Right, we can slowly crawl our way back.
117. 1-3's moving.
Actual, we have passed the limit of advance.
Roger, Charlie. 1-2 is set.
1-1's holding position. We're at the German.
Roger that. 1-3 is coming to you.
Hey, make sure you're having your ammo.
Is set.
Ceasefire, ceasefire.
1-2 ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
All squads regroup on the flag post.
1-2 regroup on the flag post from where we came.
Alright, we're going back to the flagpole. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you.
Dead bunny.
Yeah, I could.
Okay. Yeah. You can all hear me, correct?
Correct.
Right, everyone kneel, okay? Stand up if you've got red on magazines right now. Good. I actually had this once before. Stand up if you're on orange. Okay, that means you're pulling the trigger slightly too fast. If you're on orange, it's not bad. For the distance you covered, it's pretty good, but you're pulling the trigger fractionally too fast. Admittedly, this is considerably better than the squad I used to lead, who used to go through an operation's worth of ammunition in this distance. So good job, guys. 1-1, 1-2, did well. You guys didn't use smokes right from the start. In a live fire exercise, you should be treating this as if you're in combat conditions, even if you're not being shot back. That does apply to 1-3 as well. But otherwise, it was good work. I didn't see any major issues, or even really any minor issues from that. 1-3, start off with a negative. Your bounding distances were too short. They weren't stupidly short, but they were slightly too short. Otherwise, that's how 1-1 and 1-2 got so far ahead. I'll take your comment at the end, Sergeant. Otherwise, it was really, really good, guys. I know there's not a lot of you, but you did really well. This exercise actually puts a lot of strain on people, especially as people tend to go trigger happy. Sergeant Schaefer, your comment?
Yeah, the reason why our bounds were so short is because we were covering open ground. We were reciting, I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Which is 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. However, in itself, you don't want to be caught out in this terrain, in this cover ahead, but that is a fair point. So you can ignore my last comment on your distances then. Sergeant Fry, did you see anything that needs commenting on that hasn't already been mentioned?
No, sir, I think you hit the major points.
Gunnery Sergeant?
No comment here.
Okay. Right, we're going to go on to... first of all, before we go on to the next phase, did you guys find that useful in any fashion? Okay, I'll take that as a no.
That would have been better if we had some cover.
It was deliberately without any cover to just kind of get a size. It allowed me to size up what your capabilities were with terrain, it just makes it a bit harder for me to size up, we think. So the next exercise we'll have will be more using this tactic and actually having cover, so you should actually implement what you've learned in the next phase. Okay, phase 2 is a support by fire and assault. So there will be 2 assaulting squads and 1 support by fire. I believe 1-2 is actually the largest squad right now, so you're going to be the support by fire squad. For this phase, what you should be learning is the assault positions, hot and cold support by fire positions, which will be designated by myself and squad leads. And again, inter-squad communications is really important on this. Any questions on what we're about to do? I will explain more once we get there, exactly what you're doing. Oh, okay. Let's go. Right, you need to go to. Flag. Oh. Okay, hang on. Let me just double check the flag. Give me a sec. Okay, you gotta go back to teleport to Kilo and then teleport to Hotel, because for some reason you can't go straight from here. Take it by squad, starting with 1-1.
Grab that. 1-1. Head back.
I'll make sure I'm the last man out with 10.
Yeah, I don't think I can see everyone else, which kind of helps.
We're all teleporting.
Who else needed ammo?
Buffy. And myself.
Last man on 1.
If you guys need ammo, make sure you pick up ammo on the way through.
Get on through, right? You know.
Thanks, Chief.
Now I can M9 this shit.
1-2, let's go.
Alright, Mark. Done it before.
We're gonna go to Kilo and then Hotel.
You get that pretty, where do you want to go?
I can teleport from here.
I was thinking that too.
Kilo and Echo, guys. Kilo and Echo. Go grab ammo if you need it.
You shouldn't have more than 16, 12 is the minimum.
Where are we going to now?
Subscribe.
Open your damn mouth right now. Hey, Story.
Yeah.
I was just saying, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Alright.
One to advise once you reach Hotel.
Charlie on the radar.
Wolf, you on my left side.
Bravo's at Hotel.
Out
White.
here.
Roger.
I'm on my left side. Martinez, are you guys good on ammo?
I am. Hold me. No.
This doesn't look like a hotel.
Just sit over here.
Where's the room service?
I'm like green, close to being yellow. Yeah, Santico's good.
I carry 6
What do you
magazines.
need,
I fire 1 and I'm orange.
Does one of you need ammo? Is that the issue?
We carry 9.
No, I think we're good.
I heard somebody said that they were almost yellow.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, if you almost
put on
didn't pick up ammo, guys, you need to spread ammo in between yourselves, because I'm not spawning boxes from this point on.
Zero?
Who needed yellow?
What?
Who's yellow?
142,
Alright, roger that side.
Yes, I am. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Thought we were trying to make it through all of them without grabbing ammo. Thought that was the point. Like, why we all lined up there?
Told us to go back.
Just
You're doing, yeah, I didn't know they meant grab
Yeah, I
ammo.
got probably
You need a couple mags? I got extra.
Oh,
And,
no, I mean, I've got 7 mags.
Okay.
What?
You gotta go AFK for a second.
I burned through a bunch of my smoke.
Right, everyone just group up on me just so you can hear me.
Up on the outside.
One Santiago.
Alright guys, if you open up your map, I'll explain what you're going to be doing here. Right, in the grid, in grid 247224, there is an enemy FOB that you guys will be assaulting using bounds and support by fire. 1-2, as I said, you're going to need support by fire effort. I currently have your support by fire on top of the hilltop skip trail, which is at 248219. If you want to make changes to that, let me know as you get closer. That's the support by fire hot position, so you need to be about, within 300 of that, over 100, in a support by fire cold position. 1-1 and 1-3, you're going to be going to deflate around 249-221. That's a lot of open ground, but the enemy shouldn't be able to see you up until that point. That will be your assault position. If you believe, squad leaders, that you don't like that assault position, do tell me in advance. As you're the guys who are going to go in there, and you're going to see the terrain first, so I want you guys to make the decision whether that's good or bad as we go. There's about a platoon's worth of enemies in the area. There is no armored vehicles. There are heavy fortifications though. I will authorize you to use your laws on the fortifications to breach. I cannot guarantee if your laws will actually will destroy the walls though. Okay. When the RP cold, with the SBF cold, you want to be on the south side of the hill. Just so you're aware, I want to, because the enemy is on the north. Right.
That would be the south side.
That's correct. You want to be on the south side, because the enemy FOB is in grid square 247224, and you don't want to be seen before then, so you need to be on the south side of that hill for the cold. I say where along that, within 300, but more than 100 from it, preferably. 1-1 and 1-3, once you get to the assault position, or to the best position you can, close to it, you are to inform myself that you're there, and then 1-2, you'll be moving up from SBF cold to SBF hot, where you will immediately engage the FOB and the surrounding area with suppressive fire. Once you believe you have put down effective suppressive fire, 1-1 and 1-3, you'll be given the order to assault the compound. I will let you know in advance, which you wouldn't actually know normally. There is only one way into that compound normally, which is on the far side, so make it a bit easier on this, since there's not many of you. Any questions? Ask now.
Yeah, can you say again on that grid, the assault position?
The assault position is in the defilade at around 249221. It's just south of a small hill, southeast of hill 47 in 249223. As I say, I may deliberately have given you a really, really bad assault position, because I want to see if you guys decide that it's not worth going there. It may be good, it may be bad. I do want you guys to tell me if you don't like it or not, because my plans aren't always perfect from looking at maps. Who was next? Figure out who I missed. Andrews, was that your comment?
Yes, I have a comment, Lieutenant.
Go ahead.
For the assaulting element, once you reach the the enemy FOB, deploy orange smoke, so 1-2, this support by fire element knows the ship fired away from your position.
Yeah, also you would also use a radio comms as well. I'm not sure if any of you are carrying orange smoke though.
They
You are.
I have
Squad
some.
You should be
leaders
carrying at least.
Fire team leaders should, or they're recommended to.
Fire team leaders and squad leaders should be carrying at least one orange smoke on you.
Squad leaders must, FTLs is highly recommended.
If you don't, I will spawn a box of orange smokes right now.
I want some.
We shouldn't have to.
I think it was never made officially clear, so I will let that go. It's part of Captain Rittenhouse's SOPs, which wasn't in the original SOPs. But yeah, from now on, make sure you're carrying orange smokes. I will spawn a box in now. Right, can you find out who is next on the comments and questions? And I'll answer them as I try and do this.
Sergeant Andrews had a comment, Sergeant Schaefer had a question.
Okay. Who was it had the comment?
Sergeant Andrews had a comment, and then Sergeant Schaefer had a question.
Sergeant Schaefer, did I answer your question already?
You said we have freedom to choose where we are going to attack them.
That is correct. That is the point I have given you for your assaulting position, but you can decide whether that position is good, is a good or bad position for yourselves. If you don't like it, you tell me where you're moving it to, and that's fine. It's only a generalized, I want you to go there, but you decide where you want to go.
Then also, are we walking?
Yeah, you'll be walking from here.
Roger that. Can I get together with the other squad lead to discuss where I want to attack from?
Yeah, squad leaders, go ahead and do that now while I spawn the boxes in.
Hey, Wolf, come with me. Andrews, I guess you too. Okay. Now I'm going to be quite frank. That assault position that he wants is very shitty. I suggest we...
Can hear you, by the way.
Hey, cool, Murph.
Yep.
I didn't hear any of that because I have like 5 kids in my house screaming. What's going on?
We're pretty going to be assaulting a FOB. Lucky for us, we are a support element, so chances are we're just going to be like sitting up on top of a hill taking pot shots while the other two's run in.
Oh,
Pop shot.
Actually, it'd be a good chance for a little bit of long range action, especially with the M27.
Support by fire position. Where 1-2 is going to be set up. We're going to be set up on the hill at grid 248 1-2-1-9. It's a pretty good, correct. It's a good hill, but there's a cluster of trees at 247 223 that will be blocking our sight lines of the fire.
And a hill.
And two, does anyone have a M4?
Cluster of trees.
There's also a hill.
Is someone missing a weapon?
Negative.
That was a yes, right. I'll put one in the box in spawning, but I'm not going to give you anything but a basic M4.
The only other option
I'll put a sight in the box.
248 223 on that hill, but that's too close. There's not really any other options. If we go anywhere else, it'll be flat open ground, and we won't be able to provide you with good support by fire. Well, 1-2 will stick with our support by fire point that the lieutenant gave us, and we'll see how that works out.
Right. Anyone who needs to grab orange smokes or ammunition, and go get it now from the box. There isn't many mags in there though. Also, whoever needed their weapon.
Oh, LT, it was a question, not a request for a weapon.
Okay, well,
Since 1-2 is support element, I was checking if anyone have an M4. If anyone have 1 in 1-2, they will be out of range.
Yeah, I got that.
Hey, Cormar, I might lose connection during this because I'm under like tornado warnings right now in my area.
No problem, Reisner. If you gotta go, just let me know.
Alright.
Or just, yeah, I mean, obviously, if the siren's called, you just don't even worry about it, just go.
Yep.
What is good?
Alright, I was gonna say you got 2 minutes, so.
Ready?
Right,
Oh,
go.
yeah, Sean's pulling in, so we'll be here soon.
1-2 is good with me.
Alright, brief you guys, and then let me know if you
guys,
changed anything. Yeah, this is a live fire exercise with enemies. Let's say there's about a platoon of them.
1-2, could you come over here to the northwest with me?
Right.
So,
Actually, this is 1-2. Are we allowed to put markers on global chat so our squad can see what we're doing?
Normally that's a negative, but on this occasion, go ahead. Normally you'd have to do it in direct chat if you want your guys to see it.
Roger that.
Alright, 1-2. Say again?
There's a hill. Not only is there trees right there blocking our view, there's a hill. They're right on the other side of the hill.
I know, I was just going over that with the other squad leaders. There's trees and a hill there, and there's no other really good spot. Any other spot would just be flatland.
Well, there is a hill 95 just west-northwest of Cpl.
Where is it?
Just west-northwest, about 200 meters.
Yeah, hell,
We're
there's the
staring into the
95.
trees, though.
In between the trees. There might be a good view there, but I'm not sure.
Alright, yeah, go ahead. Wait, drop your gear on the ground so I can take it. I'll take your position.
What about Hill 50? Just to the west of that. 242, 221?
It's a maybe, but there's that building at 246, 223.
You see you can grab it from me?
But other than that, there's not really anything to block you.
I'm the one who put the maybe in the or.
Yeah, a building is definitely better than a hill.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know. I think the best thing to do is just get to the support position and see what happens. And I like your idea of us moving to Hill 49, 200 meters away. Who says you got to be at max?
Well, Hill 49 will not be a support position since it's too close to the enemy location.
Yeah, I was thinking about Hill 49, but they said not.
I mean,
that
what's
it's too close.
the range before you're no longer a support element? I've never heard that range before in my life.
There's no real range, but including less than 200 meters is a direct assault.
Ahead of you guys since you have such low numbers.
I mean,
that
never
would
get
Just follow close behind.
That
We're
would
gonna
put
go
us
to
in
Hill
range of
49.
enemy
Copy that one.
territories.
I would say let's check out the original hill, and if it's not good, we'll get on the other hill. There's no other option.
Mm-hmm. Alright, yeah, this is what's going to happen. We're going to check out Hill 93, and if Hill 93 is no good, we will move to Hill 49.
Andrews.
Yeah.
Not sure if you heard Reisner, but
I heard him.
okay. I just want to make sure. Gotta get him covered.
We are going to stay on the south side of both hills so the enemies do not see us until the assault element is in position, and then we will start engaging the enemy on top of the hill.
1-1's ready to go.
1-2 is ready.
Roger that.
When we go out, we are going to move in. We have like a fire team here.
Right, there's only a fire team with you, right?
Say again, Lieutenant?
Right, there's only a fire team with you.
Okay. 1-3, we're gonna, or 1-3 is going to start pushing north.
But like this is not gonna work. Alright, let's
Copy that 1-3, we'll follow in behind you.
Look, we got 3 logs.
1-2 is going to move to the support by fire location.
3 logs, oh my god.
Yeah.
Alright, 1-2, let's start moving northeast to the south side of Hill 93 to RP Cold. You might not be able to see it on the map. We're going to move in a tactical block.
Got a spot.
So let's just move in a fire team wedge, right?
Let's move in a fire team wedge.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting in the middle, or I take the left?
1-2, be advised, I'm sending a 1-1 along with you.
1-2 copies.
1-3, that means you'll be operating as an assault element by yourself, but you should have enough numbers to cope.
1-2, be advised, 1-1 is going to be a support by element with us. Support by fire element.
Alright, what recall.
1-1, be advised, we are moving to Hill 93, check it out. If Hill 93 is no good, we are going to move to Hill 49, 500 meters north of Hill 93.
We should be moving at about 350.
One, two, let's go around this hill so we're not skylining. Let's go around it to the northeast, northwest.
Alright, we're gonna move towards the west.
1-1, this is 1-2, be advised, we're gonna go around this big hill to the northwest so we're not skylining.
1-1 copies, we're right behind you. Papa, if you didn't know, we're moving. I'm aware.
One, two, RP code is 100 meters to our east. That hill in front of us is the hill.
It's a little baby.
1-1, 1-2, this is 1-3, we are moving to our assault pods now. We are heading up the ASR, about 200 meters out from our break-off point from it.
1-2, once we get to this hill, I want Alpha Team to go on top to see what they can see, the rest are going to stay at RP Cold.
Alright, Morty, me and you, buddy. They kind of crouched up here.
1-1, this is 1-2. I'm sending a team at the top of this hill to see what they can see.
Copy that 1-2.
Alright, guys, hold behind that blade.
Actually, it appears that if you're not on the top of this thing, you're not going to get very good visual of it.
Just my gear.
If you can, Bravo, get eyes north.
Alpha, get eyes.
This is a no-go. Hill 49 completely blocks the view of the fob. Those trees as well block the view. This is a no-go for position.
Roger that, Alpha. 1-1, this is 1-2. This hill is a no-go. We have no sight lines of the enemy fob from this position.
Eyes north and west.
1-2 is going to move.
Alpha suggests the hill to our west,
to hill 4-9.
200 meters.
Stand by.
As a possible better vantage point.
The hill 200 meters to our west, Alpha.
That's a possibility. It looks like it'll have better sight lines. It's still going to have to be. We're still going to have to fire through the trees.
1-2, this is 1-1.
Roger that, Alpha. Send for 1-2.
You want 1-1 to scout out the hill to the west, hill 9-5, see if we can get better eyes.
Yeah, go ahead, 1-1.
Copy.
Alpha 1-2 is going to go scout out the hill to the west.
Alpha copies.
Alright, Santiago, go ahead and take us out west. Take us out west, bruh.
I don't expect them to really have too much over there.
I think it'll be better than this, at least. It has to be. You can't see nothing but one tower.
Off to the right of that tower, kind of behind the hill, you could actually see their shit.
Yeah, but not much of it. You can tell they had stuff there. I could see like a helicopter.
1-2, get security on this south side of the hill.
There's kind of a haze going over this shit.
Yeah. 1-1, this is 1-2. That hill's a no-go. We're going to move the hill 4-9, approximately 400 meters to our north.
Copy that 1-2, wait 1. We're scanning that now.
Oh, you're saying that hill's a no-go?
Yeah, the hill's a no-go.
Hey, I got eyes on looks like a fire team traveling towards the west. On the other side of the fob, I've got eyes on a
hill.
Oh shit.
That hill a couple hundred meters to the... 330.
1-1, 1-2, we just took contact. Need you guys to get set up ASAP, please. 1-1 copies, working.
1-1, is that hill good?
Which hill?
The other side of that one at 300.
1-3, just took contact. We need to support them by fire immediately.
The only thing we can do is rush to that hill.
Wrong up.
I don't see any type of movement whatsoever.
On the other side of the fob, I just lost him in the fog though.
I see one rifleman, but he's walking around unaware, right in front of the chopper. Oh, far.
1-2, if you want, 1-1 can support by fire here while you guys move up, and then we'll collapse. If you want to, you can reach your objective.
Roger that, 1-2 copies. 1-2, we're going to push north to hill 4-9, 400 meters north.
Yeah, I don't know why we opened fire. That's probably a bad call.
1-2 is moving to hill 4-9, 400 meters north. They put that fob in just...
This is 1-1, we're going to start lighting up that checkpoint.
Roger, 1-1.
Taking fire, taking fire.
That hill looks clear, keep moving.
And 1-2, interrogative, what is your status?
This is 1-2, we're moving the hill 4-9, just southeast of your pause.
1-1 is currently
of your position on Hill 95, suppressing the wood line and the checkpoint.
Roger that.
Get up here and get your thought.
1-2 has reached Hill 49. We're going to start engaging. 1-2 spread out along this hill.
That's coming from the helicopter.
Roger that. Can you get an AT-4 on it? Can you use your M72? Tell Moyer to pull up that M32.
I got this. I got a clear shot man 72.
I'm hit.
Clear my back left.
Clear.
Actual's down. Mitchell, you're up.
Affirm, but I'm bleeding right now.
Solid copy.
Keep your line, engage any contact you have in the FUB. Spread by fire, guys. Do we have any corpmen on this net?
We have a corpsman, I think, but not on this net.
Copy that.
Yeah, I'm acting.
Right, copy. Actual, this is 1-2.
Send it 1-2.
Advise that 1-2 actual is down.
Copy that 1-2.
Don't worry, I'm bandaging. That's a negative. It seems that 1-3 is still west of our current location, holding in the forest.
Are we clear for frags?
Clear for frag.
Advise squad size limit moving from the north.
Actuals
1-1-1-2.
Squad size element moving from the north.
West. We've got at least a squad, unknown if it's active or not.
1-2 actual back in comms.
Copy that. 1-3.
1-2, is that helicopter disabled?
So on Papa squad leads, if you're seeing contacts, make sure to mark on Blue Force tracker.
There's an enemy squad northeast of the FOB.
Advise that we have enemy contact northwest of our current location.
1112, be advised, we've got shots coming from somewhere from the northwest. Sounds very distant.
That's an affirm 1311's trying to investigate right now.
1113, there's an enemy squad northeast of the enemy fob that's marked on Blue Force tracker.
Copy that one too. One, use it on Blue Force.
Moyer, get your M32 out. There's a big gun inside that fob.
Actually, be advised that the enemy transport helicopter should be down right now, 2 or 3 on it. Actually, be advised that I have eyes on A defense inside the fob.
Tracker, mark, break. 1648, we've got an enemy squad moving in on our pause from there.
Hey Corman, can I grab maybe some painkillers?
1-2 copies.
1213, be advised, 11's engaging that enemy squad on the front.
12, be advised, there's enemy squad north-northeast, 300 meters out. They're skylining on the hill.
11 or 12, was that you guys that blew up that chopper?
That's affirmative. 1-2, destroy the chopper.
Roger that, it was disabled, just so you know. We've got a dishcum inside the compound shooting at us. Does anybody have an M32?
Actually, this is Charlie.
Send it, Charlie.
Eyes on possible location of Dishka, northwest corner, just behind that second tower.
Hey, fire the northwest corner of their fob, just behind that second tower.
Solid copy, Charlie. 1113, 12 is firing M32 at the northwest side of the fob.
Roger, need you to hold fire.
12, hold fire for 32. Friendly forces on the west side, shift fire to the east. Enemy infantry on the hill northeast.
All squads, see orange smoke, should be far away from 1-3.
Enemy checkpoint on the road, northeast.
Roger. Can Moyer hit that with his M32?
He can.
M32 it up.
I'm not seeing anything at the checkpoint though.
Still, light it up.
1-3 to 1-1 and 1. Need you guys to hold fire on the outside of the fob. If you do see targets of opportunity inside, engage with small arms only.
1-1 copies.
1-2 copies.
Actual.
1-2, do not engage any contacts outside the FOB wall, but if you do see enemies inside the fob, engage the small arms only.
Actual, this is Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
Just for information, be advised that there is a US flag in the middle of that fob.
There's at least one team wandering around the hill.
Say again, Charlie.
I say again, be advised that there is a US flag in the middle of that fob.
In the middle of the fob we just attacked, there's a US flag.
Roger that, Charlie. 1113, disregard.
1-2, this is 1-3. We've got a checkpoint to the northeast, about 300 meter, marbling about 200 meters down the road. Correct. direction, 133. Could you engage that with M32?
That's affirmative 1-3. We're already engaging with M32.
Roger that, thank you.
Also, be advised, there's an American flag inside the enemy pod. Are we engaging friendly forces?
That's a negative.
Bravo, I want your team moving southeast. Don't want to get ambushed. Charlie team, I want you looking northwest.
Cover that for Charlie.
Do you see any more activity in that checkpoint to northeast you're previously engaging?
This is 1-2. We see no enemy activity in the fob.
And the checkpoint to the northeast of the fob?
Alpha, how's the checkpoint to the northeast look? The checkpoint to the northeast looks clear.
1-1-1-2, this is 1-3. We've cleared the main part of the fob, now we're just breaching out the buildings.
1-1 cap.
Need you to hold all fire onto the fob.
1-2, do not fire any small arms at the fob. 1-3 is all over it.
1-1 and 1-2, make sure you're continually scanning for targets in 180-degree arc.
1-1 copies, 1-1's watching northwest.
This is actual.
This is 1-3, send it.
Advise when FOB is completely clear, and then regroup at the main gate when it is.
FOB is clear. Regrouping now.
All gamble elements regroup at the main gate.
1-2, we're gonna regroup at the main gate. 1-2 copies.
Copy.
I think that went fairly well.
I haven't killed a couple.
Just get guns on this guy. I'm gonna get on the gun to get him off of it. Okay.
He's dead.
Yep. We're good.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
Alright, my guys, cover over here.
Fucking Cthulhu.
Don't look
Mother.
and everyone must be
Go ahead and hop
modified.
on that sandbag.
I thought you meant hot
No.
Space
It's in
News.
the sandbag wall.
Are those guys both
Keep eyes
dead
on the
then?
checkpoint. I don't know if we got all of them over there.
Yeah. They don't
I'm sure we didn't. That's supposed to shit out.
Are we index or are we still alive?
Index has not been called yet.
Alright,
How you guys doing on ammo?
I got
All gamble elements index.
Friendlies,
Main entrance for debrief.
1-2, index, do not disconnect.
Alright,
index.
Debriefing in game.
One's all here.
1-2 is all here.
1-3 has been here.
Right. Well done, guys, on complete. I do have a few negative points on this. You guys ended up being bunched right up together. Especially when you come into the support by fire. Or probably fractional. Like, we're ridiculously close. But, it worked out for this instance. Normally you wouldn't want to get this close to support by fire, just because I not actually get to support by fire position before being spotted. Other than that, it was good. I'm glad you spotted that the assault position I put down was bad. I deliberately did that. I just wanted to see if you guys would actually speak up or change your mind and say that's not a good thing. Even though I told you to. That's good. The choices of your communication and teamwork was really good, guys. 1-1-2, really good communication between the squads. 1-3, good communications as well. You did well with the smoke signals. You were let 1-2 and 1-1 know immediately. You guys were entering the field aggressive fire zone. Good job. I'd say you did cluster up a little bit trying to get to your secondary support by fire, but it wasn't too bad. Sergeant Fry, anything to add on the current?
As far as the mission itself went, again, LT, I think you hit the big stuff, some clumping, some things like that we have to work on generally, but specific to this training, nothing that... The only thing that stuck out to me is squad leaders and corpsmen as well. If you're seeing contacts, make sure you're marking them with Blue Force Tracker. It took a little bit long sometimes to get stuff marked. If you're calling it out, make sure that you're marking it. It doesn't have to be immediately, but when you get behind a piece of rock or someplace you're not getting actively shot at, do mark that stuff in Blue Force Tracker. And there was one other comment, and what was it? I forgot what it was. I'll come back to it when I think of it.
Actually, that you did actually bring up. The comment which you've not actually couldn't get. Did have it a second ago. Yeah. Gunnery Sergeant, did you have anything to add? Like to add?
No. Everything will just be brought up in private.
I do want to get this one out.
Lieutenant, before we break, I just have a few comments on the inspection to wrap everything up.
Go ahead. While I try and think of what I was going to say.
Alright. So again, with the inspection today, a little unusual. Not something we have done a whole lot. We're going to try and do it more often in the future, probably looking at 2 or 3 times throughout the year. But the point of it at the core is to make sure that when you're learning things, you're retaining them. When you go to ITB and the instructor's going on and on for 2 and 3 hours, sorry Schaefer, but I know how it feels sometimes, that you're picking that stuff up, that you're actually retaining that information. When you sit through a corporal course, when you sit through a sergeant course, when you sit through a land nav course, whatever, that you're retaining that information. I know when I teach those courses, I don't teach them as a, hey, you showed up, here's your corporal course, or here's your sergeant course. I want to make sure you actually know what the fuck you're talking about. If we're talking about land nav, I want to make sure you know where you're going. If we're talking about the fundamentals of leadership, I want to make sure you know what they are. That is the point of the inspection, to make sure you're retaining knowledge. If you're rusty on some of those things, which I'm sure we all are, I'm sure I'm probably rusty on a few things, go back in your free time. It doesn't have to be really intense, but skim over your corporal courses, skim over your sergeant courses, go through your SOPs. Because those classes are taught for a reason. That information is important, and if you just learn it for the day so you can get the course, then you're not doing yourself or your team or your squad any favors when it comes time to actually know that material, and you don't, because you were just kind of half-assed listening so you can get the course out of the way. So just make sure you're going back and skimming through that when you have downtime or when you're unsure about something. And that was all I wanted to comment on about that. So.
Actually, you have now remembered what I was going to say about the last one. You guys basically ignored the SOP of hot and cold. You did try and set it up. I'm not going to say you didn't. But 1-1 shouldn't have engaged targets before 1-2 was in its support by fire cold position. And then you both should have entered the hot positions at the same time. You shouldn't be engaging one squad after the other, right?
Corpsman.
Oh shit.
Sorry, Lisa.
Other than that, as I say, it was a good job. But the support by fire coal position is there for the reason that you're all ready to go before you engage a target.
Got a microbleed.
Okay, I think that's all I had. Okay. You can disconnect and break down to your debriefs. If there's any bugs you saw in this or anything you want improved, send it out to your squad leaders. You can send that to me. Go ahead, Andrews.
I just want to point out that there was an American flag in the enemy. Kind of confused me a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't spot that when I started it. It is a prefab fob. Build it manually. So once you mentioned that, I did go in and delete it. It was there until you mentioned it. A good spot. And that is I say Neely.
Yeah, LT, I just wanted to let you know I build bases pretty frequently. I've built quite a few for 1.3 now, so if you ever want any bases like this built or anything, you guys can hit me up and I'll make them.
Copy that.
Thanks for the offer. Thanks, Corporal.
Any other comments? This is your last chance. Okay. Did any of you actually find this useful, or would you like me to keep doing trainings like this, or would you prefer me to stop? Try a difference.
I enjoyed it. You guys a question? Speak up.
Personally, I didn't really much find the first part useful, but this part I found very useful.
Okay, like I mentioned, the first part was for my own benefit, it more than yours. It was to get kind of a me to understand the feel of how you guys bounded and communicated. It wasn't necessarily beneficial for you guys, I am aware. Lance got the story.
Yes, sir. I just want to say I did find it very useful, the second half especially. But as for the first part, Sergeant Schaefer is correct that I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Would be the correct way to do it, and I just feel like we were a little more instruction would be better coming from yourself, sir, in future trainings like this, and then maybe on this one as well. I understand that making sure the squads communicate with each other. And I realize that this was also a test of our abilities, but I think this is very good for training. And more instruction would be good.
Roger, thank you for pointing that out. I will make sure to do that in the future. Corporal Moser?
I just wanted to say maybe put a few more vehicles in, because I don't think there'll be a time when we run into an area without vehicles, like BMPs or something.
I deliberately didn't put vehicles in due to the sheer lack of personnel.
Okay.
I didn't want you getting engaged by armored vehicles. I'm just kidding. That has happened before. General Sergeant, you have something you wanted?
On the note, somebody mentioned something about the first phase. Just remember, it's company policy for pretty much training on anything. You need to learn to crawl before you can walk, and you need to learn to walk before you can run. So, for a lot of people, the beginning part and stuff might not seem completely useful and stuff, but remember, you always need to start out somewhere. You need to build on the basics. So just keep that in mind with pretty much any training across the board. And that's all I got.
Last chance. Comments or questions? Great, you are free to break down into your squad debriefs. Free to disconnect.